Thank you very much for choosing to listen to Tsamba kuMwana Wangu. This being the very first episode of 2026. This shall be an introductory episode where I will be introducing our 2026 theme and what it means, and also just a few pointers of what to look out for as we go with Tsamba kuMwana Wangu in this year. So today we begin a new journey, not a loud one, not a dramatic one, but an honest one. In 2026, Tsamba kuMwana Wangu is themed a war against the war. A war against the war. Hondo yekurwisa, Hondo Yangu. That is our theme. Ndiro dingindira redu for the year 2026. Now, this war against the war is not about fighting people. It's not about fighting your enemies. It's not about fighting adversaries. It's about fighting the wars inside us. So most of us are not defeated by the world. Most of our misery, most of our problems are not coming because we are fighting against people. Most of us. Yeah, there are few who might say they are being defeated by the world, by the external things. But most of us are not being defeated by that. We are defeated by what goes on inside us, what goes on inside our hearts, what goes on inside our minds. That is what defeats us the most. These things could include indecision, the fear of choosing wrong, regret after missed chances, the habit of postponing life, the weight of, I wish I had done better. So this is not a war that I heard from next door. This is not a war that I have seen people struggle with and I say, let me talk about it. I am talking about this war against the war because I know this war on a personal level. I am fighting this war. I have been fighting this war. I've been fighting indecision. I've been fighting the fear of choosing wrong. I've been fighting regret after missed chances. I've been fighting the habit of postponing things, important things in life. I've been fighting the weight of I should have done better. I've been through that for a long time. So when I am sharing these editions of Tsamba kuMwana Wangu, they're coming from a father who is talking to their son, their daughter, on a space where we can relate on things that mean the same to both of us. For a long time, maybe a decade or even more, indecision became my silent enemy. I delayed decisions. I doubted myself. And when things failed, I didn't just fail, I collapsed emotionally. I got depressed because in my mind I was thinking, I could have been at a better stage in life had I made that decision, had I not doubted myself, had I not postponed things. So this now gave me a realization on something important. And this realizing that I might want you to write down if you're writing down notes on Tsamba kuMwana Wangu. If you don't fight your internal wars, they fight you. I'll repeat that again. If you don't fight your internal wars, they will fight you. Ukasarwisa hondo dzako dzemukati mako, hondo idzodzo ndidzo dzinokurwisa. So this year, 2026, Tsamba kuMwana Wangu will be a letter on how to fight back. So these are the things that we'll talk about. We'll talk about fighting indecision with clarity. We'll talk about fighting fear with courage. We'll talk about fighting regret with forgiveness. We'll talk about fighting bad habits with discipline. We'll talk about fighting depression with meaning. We'll talk about fighting poverty mindset with the responsibility. And let me tell you something interesting. We're not going to do this perfectly because we've been messing up a lot. We are not perfect. We're not going to be doing this magically. If we could work magic, we would have transformed our lives a long time ago. But if there's something that we're going to do, we're going to work on this intentionally. It might be difficult. It might not be perfect. It might not be magical. But we're going to be intentional about our moves in 2026. So there is a verse, a Bible verse that quietly is going to guide us this year. And that verse says, though we live in the world, we do not wage war as the world does. Though we live in the world, we do not wage war as the world does. What does that mean? It means your biggest battles are not outside. They're inside your thoughts, they're inside your habits, they're inside your beliefs. And that is where the fighting is supposed to happen. So, Mwana Baba, if you have ever felt tired of fighting yourself, if you have ever lost confidence in your own decisions, if you have ever lived with regret, now this series is for you. You need to be listening to every edition, every episode of Tsamba kuMwana Wangu in 2026. So we're going to be doing it right here on radio on Star FM every Monday. Starting today, as we have started, until the end of 2026, we will learn how to fight and win the wars that matter the most. So next week, when we will be starting the next week, we will start on a topic that we will call indecision, the silent thief of destiny. Indecision, the silent thief of destiny, as we will be learning how to fight and win the wars that matter most. So stay with me. This war is worth fighting, and I want you to stand with me, and I am volunteering to stand with you to fight a war against the war. Hondo yekurwisa hondo yako. Ininio ndichirwa hondo yekurwisa Hondo Yangu. Thank you very much for listening to Tsamba kuMwana Wangu. I hope and believe that it is going to transform your life. I hope and believe that you will become